One of the amazing things when I first saw that graph visualization was the beauty inherent in that scientific display. An amazing overview of data. My name is Pete Wood. I am the product team lead here at Cambridge Intelligence. I started out as a chemist and a physicist, did a PhD in X-ray crystallography, which is all around understanding the nature of materials, understanding crystal structures. The last 20 odd years of my career has been research and then building products around structural science to help with pharmaceutical science and how to understand how drug molecules interact with proteins in the body. In the life sciences, there's quite a few key datasets that are available, and more than that, not just available, but openly available for research in general. There's a lot of decision making that's really important in any area of science, but particularly in life sciences, we have this ocean of data that we're generating experimentally. But how do we find the needles in the haystack? The particular example we're going to be talking about today, I wanted to look at how I could build an application using our products at Cambridge Intelligence in an area that I knew well from my previous career. In this particular data set, we had a few thousand drug mechanisms, so there's 5,000 or 6,000 proteins and drugs and connections between them. We've got a really nice bridging point between biology and chemistry. The chemistry from the drugs and the biology from the proteins. It's difficult to make sense of data that large with something like a histogram. So the particular application we're talking about today, so this was built using KeyLines, which is one of the SDKs at Cambridge Intelligence for graph visualization. And what I was trying to do here was visualize all the drug mechanisms that are known and give the opportunity to delve into them to see key connections between protein families, to look at cross-reactivities and things like this within that data set. To an extent, I didn't know what it was going to look like and what it was going to uncover until doing it, because there's nothing particularly like this available. So part of the challenge was trying to figure out how to visualize that data, but also myself learning the SDK, learning how to use the tools. So it was part of a personal learning journey as well. And I was very pleasantly surprised how quick it was to get working. So one of the amazing things when I first saw that graph visualization was the beauty inherent in that scientific display. An amazing overview of data, unexpected cross-reactivities, and that's kind of maybe highlighting drugs that have either been designed to react with multiple receptors or dirty drugs that are inadvertently interacting with proteins that you don't want them to. So those are either intentional or signs of side effects that are not ideal. So one of the opportunities I see here is to illustrate what's possible, because scientists love experimenting, love trying new techniques, but you need to illustrate the possible before they can see how to try that in a new field. Somebody in the pharmaceutical industry might be interested in how to design a new drug that targets a protein, or how to make sure that cross-reactivity doesn't happen. I think something like graph visualization can fit neatly in with the kind of push towards more AI approaches in the future. But one of the challenges in building AI-driven tools, you've just got a number or a prediction that's come out at the end, and the clarity of why you've got to that number is not there. It's like a black box. The scientist doesn't understand why, doesn't necessarily trust the result. Whereas with something like graph visualization, it lays out patterns, it lays out the path to a result in a way that is accessible, comprehensible by the human mind. Like, we like to see data laid out visually, we like to see patterns rather than just trust that an answer is an answer. We can still show you an AI predicted result, but we can also show why you've got to that result. So this particular example is in the kind of pharmaceutical space. It's looking at drug mechanisms, but the approach for visualizing connections in data, it's really applicable to any space where we have lots of connected information and we need to make key decisions from it. So things like the intelligence space, cybersecurity, supply chains, there's lots of opportunities out there. Exploration potential graph is just gives you the opportunity to delve into huge amounts of data quickly and intuitively, to zoom from like a million data points down to a few key connections.